Hello, everyone. In this video, let us try to understand how to complete FIN5823-W8FP. This is the final paper that we are submitting, as a part of which we will be writing the document in four different sections. Some of the sections are already completed by you in earlier weeks. So what we need to do is like we are supposed to accumulate all the documents together and submit it. If some sections are not written, we are supposed to complete it and create a complete document and we are supposed to submit it. Okay, if you cross check the section 2, this section is already done in week 7. If you cross check last week work where we addressed Bob retirement planning related case answers were addressed. Okay, we have properly addressed with them. That document should be attached here. Okay, and regarding section 4 in the morning session, I allocated it. You are supposed to attach section 4 content here. Okay, and this document should contain references at the ending. So remaining two sections, section 1 and section 3, we are supposed to address now. All right, you understood, I guess. So as of now, in the post-lunch session, we will be working on section 1 and section 3. Along with that, we will be completing a PPT. Three parts should be done. And one more thing is like you are supposed to keep all these four sections in one report and you have to submit it. That is second part. So let us try to understand how to write section 1. Section 1 is all about introduction and description to the process that we are using to create the financial model, retirement case problem model that you have done in FIN 5823 week 6A. Okay, so that is CP4. You just cross check week 6A document, you will understand the financial model that we have created. I might have given you a model like this and I might have asked you to update it to your style and finish it. So please cross check that and you just discuss how the calculations are made, what formulas we have used, what kind of information is considered as input, and what kind of outputs we are going to get. That information should be discussed as a part of section 1. And I recommend you to write a page about it, give 200-word introduction to the task, and then a 200-word explanation to the process model that we have created. Use one screenshot of your financial model. Okay, so by that section 1 will be done. After finishing the section 1, attach last week work to this document. You might have worked on 5 important questions that are related to case problem. You addressed what is the amount that has to be saved, what is the total amount that might be Bob accumulating if he retires, and how long it takes to consume that money. These questions, along with the risks that might be experienced by the Bob, that is clearly discussed in last week paper. That content should be attached here. Next, let us discuss about section 3. For completing this section 3, we are supposed to update the financial model according to our requirement so that the results that we achieve will be our own results. For example, if you are planning for a retirement plan, so how you need to plan your retirement and what kind of results you might be getting, that you need to address. Okay, so first thing, describe the process you and use it to analyze your personal situation. So as of now, based on the Bob's situation, we might have understood that when we are planning for a retirement, we are supposed to save money in different funds, so different ways. Like for example, we are supposed to contribute for PF amount, employee contribution, and your contribution should be there for that. And you are supposed to invest in stock markets and retirement funds like that, so that you get a better returns at the end of the at the end of the retirement. Okay, so and you can utilize a comfortable amount for your expenses post retirement because you will not be having salary after retirement. Okay, so you need to discuss how the process should be improvised. So if you take the like if you consider the document that I sent you for updating your financial model, in that what I made is I have updated this one as a normal value. Like before that, I mentioned it as 10,000 to 20,000. That I changed it to 10,000. Then retirement fund value, I made it fixed. Maybe you can use your own value. Then current age row is included here because I want to include my age in the input sheet. Then what are the outputs? These are the outputs that we are going to get, final ultimate outputs. Okay, these values are calculated from, when you click on this, you will understand from where these values received. So these values are received by using certain formulas. We try to cross check formula that I have used. Okay, so these are some sort of assumptions. So excluding these changes, everything is same. Okay. So you can use this model again. You can make enough changes and you can use this same Excel sheet. Excel sheet can be used by making important modification to the content on the Excel sheet. Okay. So you have that flexibility. So what we need to discuss. So what kind of changes, what is the process that we have used that should be explained here. Okay. So now let us take some scenarios. After using certain scenarios, we are supposed to address which scenario is good for us. Okay. So it all depends on how many scenarios you run, but my suggestion is you run at least two to three 2 to 3 scenarios. For doing that, go to data and go to what if analysis, select scenario manager, create first scenario, then select the input values. So input values will be uh, current value. Don't take this current age, don't take this 65 because I made it static. Then this one, return on assets percentage, then income needs, then salary. I want you to take all these things and make it as um, CA and scene one. Okay, and mainly giving my own name. Click OK, and these are the values. You can give some different values. If, for example, if my age is, if I started from 30 years of age, and if assets will increase by 35%, 0.35%, and if income that I spent is 80%, okay, I can take 80%. Then salary increase is if it is 6%. Okay, click OK. Then scene one summary, click on summary. You will just need to select values that change because of this. Okay, so these four values. Click OK. So now you see this. Okay, what are the values that got affected because of the values? When I have scenario one 5% and scenario 4%. What is the FI speaking about? FI speaking about average saving that I am maintaining. That should be 48,636. This is 58,276. Total accumulated amount is this. Here total accumulated amount is this. Here average expenditure is this. Here I haven't mentioned average expenditure. Maybe I missed it. Then I have total years I can utilize the funds is 29 years, and here 45 years because this expenditure is not mentioned. That's the reason. Okay, so this is how we plan it. We can generate these scenarios, and you can copy paste the scenario and you can discuss about it for this section. Okay, you are supposed to create 3 to 4 scenarios, and based on that you can discuss. So these questions can be straight addressed. These questions can be straightly addressed by using the scenario. So if you see here scenario, I can see this section F5 $F $5 is what is that? $5 $F. It is what amount saved. This is retirement fund value, and this is assumption of expenditure value. This is how many years we can survive. Okay, that I can discuss here. Okay, so it's very simple. I recommend you to use it in a better way. All right. So by this question three, sorry, by this scenario analysis and 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 values are clearly addressed. So do one thing for better understanding. Whatever the name you mentioned here, you just copy this name here and paste it in scenario. So that it will be easy for you to understand. You can say like this, and what amount saved. So when the current scenario is considered, this is the amount saved. when first scenario is used, this is the amount. Well, in that way you can understand it. For you, well, while writing you do that, but when you are taking screenshot, you are not supposed to take like that. Okay. So these values provides answers to the next couple of questions that are discussed here. Okay. So these questions should be addressed. Hardly in 2 pages you can finish it. And for your case and for your planning, what kind of risks you might experience? Okay, this common things that we discussed in the last week. So because we also involve in stock market, we also involve in spending on employment fund, we also experience health risks, we also experience possibility of job loss. When such kind of issues happen, definitely we our retirement plan fund will experience a lot of changes. So make sure you address all the risks in a simple sentences. Okay. So based on your understanding, based on your possibility of spending money on different elements, you just write it. Okay. So this should be done in max of 2.5 page. There are 7 questions, and I guess you can address them in a proper thing. Okay, don't give unnecessary information for these things. Okay, so we can directly answer these questions by mentioning the value that you are saving, by mentioning the years that it is taking to get retired, like that. Okay, so simply address it. So after completing this section, you just copy paste the fourth section that is done by you in the morning. By this, your report will be done. So it should contain a proper APA format. Make sure you include a title sheet, then you include all the 4 sections, and at the end you are supposed to give reference sheet. Okay, so by this section, this documentation part is done. I'm attaching this content along with the Excel sheet that I have made. So make sure you properly address the questions. When you are using this Excel sheet, it is very important that you make changes to the data. All right. That's it from my side, team. Help yourself and finish the document. See, I want you to complete this document in next 2 hours so that you can work effectively on the PPT work that I will be allocating on same requirement. Okay, so we will be utilizing the same whatever the content we have generated, and we will be preparing a PPT. Make sure you create a proper document so that it will be helpful for you in creating proper PPT. All the best, team. Thank you.